You wonder, if that is part of the Canadian palette, so to speak, especially as we are struggling to renew ourselves as a nation and rebuild the relationship that's been broken with the original peoples, and to actually reimagine and rebuild who we are artistically, not only because people come from all over the world to be part of this palette, so to speak, but also because we are actually trying to restore an honorable relationship with the First Peoples and to bring them into the centerpiece of how we create the Canadian palette. I mean, I find those three things totally exciting, but I keep wondering how it works its way into the arts. I can see it working its way into the theater, the writers and the casting and this and that, but how is it working into the kind of visual palette of who we are?
Oh, well, I've always been fascinated by Native art, and I have a lot of books on it, and their color palettes and the beadwork and the painting. But there was an installation downtown at, what's the name of the architectural beautiful piece with the ribbing? The Galleria. Yes. Sorry. Last year they had a Mi'kmaq artist painter create this most amazing piece of work. It was this huge ribbon painting, and oh my God, it was so beautiful. And I've forgotten his name. I'm so sorry about that. I should know it. But it was one of those beautiful pieces I've seen, and he's, one of our up-and-coming amazing painters. And we're seeing it not only in private work, but now we're seeing it commissioned and put into a public space. And the more we see that, the better. There's a number of, I'm really interested in some of the Native people's women's artwork done on clothing. There's quite a few of them. There's one in New Brunswick that's very interesting, and I think there's about 5 or 6 of them on the West Coast. And they all have businesses that use their traditional art forms in a modern way. Now, there's going to be a discussion about cultural appropriation. Am I, as a white lady, able to wear that? And what does that symbol mean? So that's a discussion that we have to come forth with. But I'm very excited about what the traditional arts and the resurgence of that through the Native peoples in particular will influence the work and my work. I see it all the time. I love it, but I'm very careful about how I would use that, but it's like anything. You go, I love that piece of turquoise with that green with that. There's nothing really totally new in the world. It's how you view it, and how you transform it, and how you make it personal, and what the message is. So I think that there's a great deal to be explored and encouraged